When using a 600-volt ampere-rated 12-volt secondary transformer for outdoor lighting, you have options for distributing the power. You can run 2 legs from the secondary of a single transformer, maintaining the amperage on each secondary leg at 25 amps, as per National Electrical Code Article 411. Alternatively, you do not need to install 2 separate 300-volt ampere transformers simply to keep the secondary amperage at 25 amps. For a single leg configuration, a 25 amp fuse is required on the secondary side to provide overcurrent protection. The method used to provide this fuse protection can be either a fuse block or a circuit breaker. Using 2 legs from the transformer secondary allows for a balanced load distribution, potentially reducing voltage drop across the wiring. Keeping each leg at 25 amps or below ensures compliance with National Electrical Code Article 411, which pertains to low-voltage lighting systems. The sizing of the transformer itself is crucial to meeting the demands of the outdoor lighting setup. With a 600-volt ampere transformer and a 12-volt secondary, the maximum available current is indeed 50 amps. Splitting this into 2 legs allows each leg to carry up to 25 amps, distributing the load more efficiently. If only one leg is used, all the current is concentrated in a single circuit. Selecting a 25 amp fuse for secondary protection is essential. This fuse is designed to interrupt the circuit if the current exceeds 25 amps, preventing damage to the transformer, wiring, and connectors lighting fixtures. The choice between using a fuse block and a circuit breaker depends on factors such as convenience, accessibility, and local code requirements. A fuse block is a simple and reliable method of providing overcurrent protection. Fuses are relatively inexpensive, and replacement is straightforward. A circuit breaker offers the convenience of being resettable. If a fault occurs and the breaker trips, it can be reset after the issue is resolved, eliminating the need to replace a fuse. When choosing a circuit breaker, ensure that it is appropriately sized for the 25 amp circuit and that it is compatible with the electrical panel or enclosure where it will be installed. When working with electrical systems, safety is paramount. Always disconnect the power supply before making any connections or modifications. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Consult local electrical codes and regulations to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. Consider the wire gauge used for the secondary wiring. The wire must be adequately sized to handle the 25 amps on each leg without overheating. Use appropriate wiring connectors and ensure that all connections are secure and properly insulated. Proper grounding is another important safety consideration. The transformer should be properly grounded to prevent electrical shock hazards. The grounding system should comply with local electrical codes and regulations. When planning the outdoor lighting layout, consider the voltage drop across the wiring. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage at the end of a long wire run is lower than the voltage at the source due to the resistance of the wire. Excessive voltage drop can cause lights to dim or not function properly. To minimize voltage drop, use thicker wire or shorter wire runs. Also, plan the layout so that the lighting load is evenly distributed across the 2 legs of the transformer secondary. Consider the environmental conditions in which the outdoor lighting system will be operating. The transformer and wiring should be protected from moisture, corrosion, and physical damage. Use weatherproof enclosures and connectors to ensure reliable operation in all weather conditions. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure the long-term performance and safety of the outdoor lighting system. Inspect the transformer, wiring, and connections periodically for any signs of damage or deterioration. Replace any damaged components promptly. Test the overcurrent protection devices regularly to ensure that they are functioning properly. Outdoor lighting systems can enhance the beauty and security of a property. By following proper wiring techniques and safety precautions, it is possible to create a reliable and efficient lighting system that will provide years of trouble-free service. The use of a 600-volt ampere transformer provides ample power for a variety of outdoor lighting applications. Whether illuminating walkways, gardens, or architectural features, this transformer offers the capacity needed to create a visually appealing and safe environment. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the design or installation of the outdoor lighting system. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to have the knowledge and expertise needed to complete the project safely and effectively. Properly installed and maintained outdoor lighting systems not only enhance the aesthetics of a property, but also provide added security and safety for residents and visitors. By taking the time to plan and execute the installation carefully, you can create an outdoor lighting system that will provide years of enjoyment and peace of mind. Ensure the transformer is installed in a well-ventilated area to prevent overheating. Avoid placing the transformer in direct sunlight or in an enclosed space where heat can build up. Adequate ventilation will prolong the life of the transformer and ensure its reliable operation. Consider using energy-efficient LED lighting fixtures to reduce the overall power consumption of the outdoor lighting system. LED lights use significantly less energy than traditional incandescent or halogen lights, which can save money on electricity bills and reduce the environmental impact. When selecting LED lighting fixtures, choose those that are specifically designed for outdoor use and that are rated for wet locations. These fixtures are built to withstand the elements and provide reliable performance in all weather conditions. Consider using a photocell or timer to automatically control the outdoor lighting system. A photocell will turn the lights on at dusk and off at dawn, while a timer will turn the lights on and off at predetermined times. Automatic control can save energy and provide added convenience. When installing the wiring for the outdoor lighting system, bury the wires underground to protect them from damage and to create a cleaner, more aesthetically pleasing appearance. Use direct burial rated cable and bury it at the depth specified by local electrical codes. Before digging, contact the local utility companies to locate any underground utilities and avoid damaging them. When connecting the lighting fixtures to the wiring, use weatherproof connectors to prevent moisture from entering the connections. Moisture can cause corrosion and electrical shorts, which can damage the lighting fixtures and create safety hazards. Regularly inspect the outdoor lighting system for any signs of damage or deterioration. Check the wiring, connections, and lighting fixtures for any cracks, breaks, or corrosion. Replace any damaged components promptly to prevent further damage and ensure the safety of the system. Keep the lighting fixtures clean and free of debris. Dirt, dust, and leaves can accumulate on the fixtures and reduce their light output. Clean the fixtures regularly with a soft cloth and mild detergent. Consider using a surge protector to protect the transformer and lighting fixtures from power surges. Power surges can damage electrical equipment and shorten its lifespan. A surge protector will divert excess voltage away from the equipment and protect it from damage. When working with electrical systems, always follow safe work practices. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Disconnect the power supply before making any connections or modifications. If you are not comfortable working with electrical systems, hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. Maintaining a safe and efficient outdoor lighting system is essential for the safety and security of your property. By following these tips, you can ensure that your outdoor lighting system provides years of reliable service. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the design, installation, or maintenance of your outdoor lighting system. Proper planning and execution are crucial for creating a safe and effective outdoor lighting system. Consider the overall design of the lighting system and how it will complement the architecture and landscaping of your property. Choose lighting fixtures that are both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Consider the color and intensity of the light produced by the lighting fixtures. Warmer colors tend to create a more inviting atmosphere, while cooler colors can enhance security and visibility. Use different types of lighting fixtures to create different effects. Spotlights can be used to highlight specific features, while floodlights can be used to illuminate larger areas. Path lights can be used to guide people along walkways and driveways. Consider the impact of the lighting system on your neighbors. Avoid using excessively bright lights that could cause glare or nuisance. Use shielded lighting fixtures to direct the light downwards and prevent it from shining into your neighbor's windows. Consider the environmental impact of the lighting system. Use energy-efficient lighting fixtures and control systems to minimize energy consumption. Avoid using lighting fixtures that contain mercury or other hazardous materials. Consider the long-term costs of the lighting system. Choose lighting fixtures that are durable and require minimal maintenance. Regularly inspect the lighting system and replace any damaged components promptly. By considering all of these factors, you can create an outdoor lighting system that is both beautiful and functional. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the design, installation, or maintenance of your outdoor lighting system. National Electrical Code Article 411 provides specific requirements for low-voltage lighting systems, including those used for outdoor lighting. This article covers topics such as wiring methods, overcurrent protection, and grounding. It is important to be familiar with the requirements of National Electrical Code Article 411 to ensure that the outdoor lighting system is installed safely and in compliance with applicable codes. The location of the transformer should be carefully considered to ensure that it is protected from the elements and is easily accessible for maintenance. The transformer should be mounted on a sturdy surface and should be properly grounded. The wiring from the transformer to a lighting fixture should be protected from damage and should be properly sized for the load. The connections to the lighting fixtures should be weatherproof and should be made using approved connectors. The outdoor lighting system should be inspected regularly to ensure that it is operating safely and efficiently. Any damage to a worn component should be replaced promptly. The lighting fixtures should be cleaned regularly to remove any dirt or debris that may be obstructing the light output. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your outdoor lighting system provides years of reliable service. Consider using a lighting control system to automatically adjust the lighting levels based on the time of day or the presence of people. This can save energy and provide added convenience. A lighting control system can also be used to create different lighting scenes for different occasions. For example, a brighter lighting scene can be used for entertaining, while a dimmer lighting scene can be used for relaxing. Consider using a motion sensor to turn on the lights when someone approaches. This can provide added security and deter criminals. A motion sensor can also be used to save energy by turning off the lights when no one is present. Consider using a timer to turn on the lights at dusk and off at dawn. This can provide added security and deter criminals. A timer can also be used to save energy by turning off the lights when they are not needed. Consider using a photocell to turn on the lights when it gets dark. This can provide added security and deter criminals. A photocell can also be used to save energy by turning off the lights when they are not needed. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the design, installation, or maintenance of your outdoor lighting system. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to have the knowledge and expertise needed to complete the project safely and effectively. In addition to the 25 amp fuse or circuit breaker on the secondary side, it's crucial to ensure the primary side of the transformer is also properly protected. The primary side voltage will determine the amperage and corresponding fuse size needed there. For example, if the primary is 120 volts, the amperage can be calculated by dividing the volt-ampere rating of the transformer 600 volt amperes by the primary voltage 120 volts, resulting in 5 amps. A slightly larger fuse, such as a 6 amp or 7.5 amp fuse, would typically be used to allow for inrush current. Always consult the transformer's documentation for specific primary side fusing recommendations. It is important to verify that the wire being used for the 12-volt secondary circuits is appropriately sized for the 25 amp load per leg. A smaller gauge wire will have a higher resistance, leading to voltage drop and potential overheating. Consult National Electrical Code Table 310.15b16 to determine the appropriate wire gauge based on the amperage, wire insulation type, and ambient temperature. For example, for a 25 amp load, you might need 12 American wire gauge copper wire with certain insulation types, but always confirm this with the National Electrical Code. The length of the wire run is also a factor in determining the appropriate wire gauge. Longer wire runs will experience more voltage drop. If the wire run is long, you may need to increase the wire gauge to compensate for the voltage drop. There are voltage drop calculators available online that can help you determine the appropriate wire gauge for a given wire run length and amperage. Proper grounding is essential for safety. Ensure that the transformer is properly grounded according to National Electrical Code requirements. This typically involves connecting a grounding electrode conductor from the transformer's grounding terminal to a grounding electrode, such as a ground rod or a metallic water pipe. The size of the grounding electrode conductor must be appropriate for the size of the transformer. The grounding electrode conductor should be installed in a manner that protects it from physical damage. All metal parts of the outdoor lighting system, such as the lighting fixtures and enclosures, should be bonded together and connected to the grounding system. This helps to create a low impedance path for fault current, which can help to prevent electrical shock hazards. When installing the outdoor lighting system, be sure to follow all applicable National Electrical Code requirements. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards for electrical installations. Following National Electrical Code requirements will help to ensure that the outdoor lighting system is installed safely and correctly. If you are not familiar with the National Electrical Code, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to have the knowledge and expertise needed to complete the project safely and effectively. When choosing between a fuse block and a circuit breaker for overcurrent protection, consider the following factors. Fuse blocks are typically less expensive than circuit breakers. Fuses are also relatively easy to replace. Circuit breakers offer the convenience of being resettable. If a fault occurs and the breaker trips, it can be reset after the issue is resolved, eliminating the need to replace the fuse. Circuit breakers also offer better protection against overloads. Circuit breakers are designed to trip more quickly than fuses in response to an overload. Ultimately, the choice between a fuse block and a circuit breaker depends on your individual needs and preferences. If cost is a major concern, a fuse block may be the best option. If convenience and better overload protection are more important, a circuit breaker may be a better choice. Whatever you choose, make sure that the overcurrent protection device is properly sized for the circuit and that it is installed in a safe and accessible location. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about the design, installation, or maintenance of your outdoor lighting system. Safety is paramount when working with electricity. Always disconnect the power supply before making any connections or modifications. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electrical systems, hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you.